I just got a call from Mike, the bike man, saved in my phone. The guy who gave me a free bike. I've only ridden it a couple of times, but he said that he's tried to list a few things on eBay. It's not going well for him, and he wants to give them to me to sell for him. I'm not trying to look to take on consignment clients or anything like that, but I'll happily help a neighbour out and sort of build a new relationship this way. Ideally, I'd like to buy the stock if I can, so I'm going to go down to his house now, see what sort of stuff he's got, and if I want it, I'll shoot him an offer for if I can pick it up. But if he wants to do like split it 50-50, I'm also happy to do that. I just want to help the guy out basically. But I'm loaded with my trolley. Hopefully we can fill it up. I'll show you guys what we get. We have filled the trolley, guys. Wheeling it home as we speak. We got all kinds of bits and bobs, goodies, toys, video games, bike parts, car parts. Hanley, you're going to be proud. We've wheeled it home. We're going to get this in, go through it all together, show you what we got. We're going to be taking it all on, selling it for him, split it 50-50 after fees once it's sold. Fully understands the process. There's no pressure here, there's no time limit for anything. They are moving house, but they're still not going to be moving too far away. And he was saying if we want to do deals after they move, he's just going to have to drive stuff over. So it's cool that he's still keen to be working with me, wants to see more stuff get sold. And I think that I just built up a good bit of trust. And again, it just shows that if you're open, you put yourself out there, you get yourself into situations where you can meet new people, you can build connections, you can gain trust with one another. Like, just take a little bit of time to build that connection. Be comfortable talking to people you don't know, and it'll unlock more doors than you're even aware of. Like, just go for it, guys. All of this is free money just coming my way. So we just got home. We were about to go through all the toys and share it with you on camera. And then he called me back saying, oh, I just found a load of boxes as well. You said you were after packing materials. So why don't you come and grab these? Thank you very much, mate. I'll be right down. Grab my boxes, or it's a box full of smaller boxes, which is exactly the kind of things I like. Because I can just get through them real quick. Saves me having to build up other boxes. I can just pull these out, use them straight away. And like, it may seem like a silly thing, but I just pointed out to them that if you buy an individual box in my post office, it's about £4 or £5 for a box. And then you have to actually pay the label to post it. So you'd be losing money a lot of the time if you were buying boxes at the post office. Save money, recycle, upcycle. We're back. We've got all of this to go through. Let's just dive right into it. First up, we got a bunch of car parts. Now, I'm not going to open all of this up, but you can see just from this, these are car wheel trims. They're the trims that go onto the wheel when you don't have an alloy. Some of them are a little bit damaged, other ones are in really nice condition. The really nice condition ones are actually in this box, and then the damaged ones are in here. But we looked them up, and even a damaged set of 4 still goes for around 20 quid or so. So I've just taken them all off his hands. I'll get them listed as quickly as I possibly can, hopefully for a nice quick flip. And whoever gets them can stick them on their car, do what they want with them. But not something I normally pick up. I've never really picked up car parts before. I know they sell, because I used to work in a warehouse where they sold their own branded brakes for cars. And that was a massive warehouse, hundreds of thousands, millions of pounds in revenue. And that was just one part for a car of one specific brand. So there's definitely money to be made out there. And she sells Car Parts UK. If you don't know already, go and check them out. Hanley, absolute legend. She's got so much insight, shares so much wisdom over on Instagram as well. And just a really happy, friendly person. Every time they come into like my chat or something, they're always there saying hello or good morning. So shout out to you there. I hope I'm doing you proud by picking up car parts. Maybe I shouldn't have grabbed these. I don't know. What do you think? Would you have grabbed car parts like this? Here's the box ones that are all in much better condition. Stick that on there. This next one was in a couple bags and boxes, and I was like, give me all the bags. I'll take all the packing materials I can get. But it is a Black & Decker Proline drill. We looked it up. It's not the craziest drill or anything. It's not like in a super high demand, but it's quite an old model. And people seem to collect old model drills, apparently. I didn't know that was a thing, but apparently it is. People collect anything, but this is a Univolt 2-hour Black & Decker, yeah, cordless drill. Should be looking for around 30 quid back on this one. I might go up at 40 at first and then see if anyone sends any offers and just gradually drop the price. In this big box, we have, I'm not sure if you know the brand there, that is Logitech. Now this is a G25 steering wheel and pedals. It's in the box for the G29. So he was saying he actually bought the G29 to upgrade because you can only play, he was saying about he was trying to play Gran Turismo and you couldn't use the old one on the newer Gran Turismos after Gran Turismo 5. So he had to upgrade and he put the old one in this box and it's essentially like brand new in there. He said he's used it a couple times, but he keeps everything in like immaculate condition. So look, it's literally all there in the bags, the steering wheel, the pedals, the cables. He even said he's got like a gear shifter or something as well, but you can't find that at the moment. But when he does, he's gonna let me know and I can add it to the bundle. Or probably just sell it separately at that point, because I plan to get these things listed pretty quick. I don't want them sitting around or in a pile where I'm like left to debate what do I do with it, should I prioritize my own or his. It's just get it listed as quickly as possible so that it can sell as quickly as possible and get out of our hair. I'm really happy with that one, and it's kept in such nice condition, in the boxes, in the bags. Exactly what we want as sellers. Also, this trolley is so handy. It's already paid for itself in taking parcels to the shop, bringing a couple hauls back. Absolutely awesome. It's only 80 kilograms, and I saw that someone spent £2 more and got double the capacity sized one. So maybe I've been ripped off here. I paid £50 for this, 80 kilogram capacity. If you've got a trolley like this, how big is it? How much did it cost you? And am I a sucker? Don't answer that last part. Well, I mentioned that I was into gaming and all that sort of stuff. He hadn't even considered these kind of things at first. He said he'd already taken a few games up to the charity shop. No! They had a few that were mixed in with DVDs, so they went and grabbed them real quick. I don't think they're anything too crazy, but we got Fight Night Round 3 on the PlayStation 3, Killzone 2 for the PS3, and PES 2008. Not crazy titles, just off the top of my head, but still should make a nice little bundle, or I can add it into a bundle I've already got. I've actually got a PS3 console I need to list, so I could easily bundle those with it and make a nice little deal there. He had some bike parts which he gave to me right at the end. He was just saying about he has used them once before. They're made of like aluminium, but they're in really good condition. They are lightweight alloy pivot bolts. Trying to show you there. Bike pivot spikes. Nice red color there, all with the bolts on the back. Not sure how much this stuff goes for, but easy to list, should be a nice quick flip. Then there was a few boxes in there. This is originally why he called me down, was because he had all of these cars. Now, as you may have known, in some of my previous videos, I've mentioned how I've done really well selling toy cars, and I aim to pick up more of them in the future. There's one thing you need to learn is if eBay starts giving you signals for what it likes you to list, like what sells through quickly for you, keep buying those things and listing those things. eBay gave me all the signs and signals that it enjoys when I list toys like this, especially cars of this size in the 1/18th scale, 1/24 scale. I sell them really quickly for quite a lot of money. So I was very pleased to be picking up more of them, happy to be getting them in my store. We've got a nice Ferrari here. This is a Hot Wheels one. Literally still got the plastic wrap on it. That's how good a condition these have all been kept in. But I'm estimating around 25 to 30 pounds on that guy, just from like solds I've had in the past. Potentially more for this one as well because it's in the box, but as you can see the box is slightly damaged here and there, but still always nice to have the box with it. This one's a Ferrari 348 Turbo 1989. Gotta go off the top of my head, 40 for this one, but could be more, could be less, just have to do the double check-in of the research. But really cool to have more cars coming into the store. This one here has a little bit of damage to this one. I think the spoilers come off. There's a little like dent or something on the back there. But this is a Jaguar XJ220 from 1922. Nice purple kind of bluey color on there. Doors open. Really cool car. I remember seeing this one in an old car book I used to have as a kid, and it looked like a spaceship. I remember thinking it was a spaceship when I was younger. But really cool car. Not sure how much this one goes for. £20 on the low end. And another Then another box. More toy cars. This one is an RC car. Unfortunately, we don't have the remote control. I don't know if this is going to go for any money at all, but I'll still list it up. Probably £10, maybe a little bit less. More and more Ferraris. They must have enjoyed their Ferraris. A little bit of a suspension issue on this one, apparently, where the wheels are slightly raised, but really nice car still. Ferrari GTO 1984. Barago again, made in Italy. I think all of these are Barago, to be honest. Really cool. Again, guesstimating around 25 to 30 quid. That's probably my rough estimate for all of these cars, to be honest. A nice race livery one there. Ferrari GTO, but a smaller version of that exact same car. Got a nice old one here. Is missing a wheel, but as we were discussing, you can actually play into the advantage of this. If you get like a little plastic piece and put it underneath, make it open a door. If you had a little figurine, make it look like someone was repairing the car. You're sort of creating a little diorama, a scene for someone to see how they could even use this car. If they don't want to buy it to put on a shelf, they could buy it to put into their collection of like scenery and things like that. I've seen it before where people have like train sets or Lego cities and all that kind of thing. They look for all sorts of different things to add into the environment. And something like this where you could sort of lift the hood up, have a door open, and then maybe someone investigating that missing wheel. That could be a really nice effect to your scenery. Ferrari 250 LM, really nice car. Really cool. I like the back of it and how it opens up. There is a spare tire in there you probably could take out and attach on the front, but it doesn't look like it's actually supposed to come out of there. And then the last Ferrari is a Ferrari F40. Yes, it is. I knew it just by looking at it. Ferrari F40, really cool car. Just needs a little bit of a dust off. I'm probably going to say 30 quid on that one. I reckon it goes for a little bit more. But I'm really happy to have toy cars coming back in the store. It's something I said before, I sell them really well. It's just really nice to have quality ones coming in. I had a few that were all dinked up and scratched and parts were broken. And like some of them still sold, but it's just so much nicer when they're all in pristine condition. The same goes for any category on eBay, really. The better condition the item's in, if it's brand new and sealed, it's going to be much easier to photograph. You don't have to consider as many things, as many moving parts. You don't have to take pictures of all of the angles. So if you can go for sealed, brand new, that's always the way to go. But there is plenty of money to be made in pre-owned items. You just have to do the work, which is the customer service of cleaning the item, checking the price, presenting it in the best way possible, and like delivering on your dispatch time and all of that as much as possible. If you're doing the best that you possibly can to clean, present, and sell the item, then that is you ticking the customer service box. And the last item, the original thing that he actually told me that I might be able to sell for him, and then it's brought all of this extra stock with it. So just one item that you get told about may open a door to many other things. But what we got here is an absolute beast. Check this out. This is an Aurora AFX Jaguar Challenge. So this is pre-Scalextrics. There is like 1.35 meters of track. There's 4 lanes, 4 different cars. The cars actually light up as they go around the track as well. He's already tried to list this on eBay and said I could go and use his listing with his description and stuff like that to try and just like make listing easier for myself. But I said it would be really cool if I could get it out and test it and video it all working. But at the same time, that might just end up in a back pile that I never get around to. So in reality, I should probably just get this listed as soon as possible, use the information that's available to me, and see if we can make some money. But it is the Le Mans racetrack. Really cool, super rare. I believe this is going to bring a good return. I mean, I think the cars alone in this are like 20 to 25 pounds each just on their own. So with 4 cars and a whole set of track, I think we're looking at 80 to 100 pounds. But I'm going to do my research, double check. Fingers crossed we can get a quick sale on it. But if you don't know already, anything that's vintage Tomy normally has a really good resale value. It could be Tomy trains, Tomy play sets. Tomy is just one of those brands that has lasted throughout the ages. People of the older generation recognize it. People of a younger generation recognize it. It's just one of those timeless brands. So if you find stuff that's Tomy, it's usually worth giving a look up or picking up if you don't have the time to research it. And of course, if it's cheap enough. But that's everything that we got from Mike the bike man down the road. I'm going to do my best to get this all listed as quickly as possible, get it flipped on eBay, and hopefully bring some money back into his pocket and my own for taking the trouble. But if you love toys like this, 80s, 90s, all the vintage stuff that you just don't see so much of anymore, check this video out right here, because I got another haul brought directly to my door full of stuff.